Okay, hi everyone, my name is Lindsay Cermak, and this is a video that talks about the symbols used in chemistry or chemistry lab. So after reading the Zubing article, we talked a lot about symbols and how these can mean different things to different people. And when I came into my lab one night after reading the article, I noticed a lot of symbols around here and how it's really important to know what these different symbols mean so that you're safe in lab. So I'm going to show you some of these symbols. Okay, so we work in a bioanalytical lab, and what this means is we work a lot with viruses. So this hood is specifically meant for working with human virus, anti-goat mouse virus, and oftentimes you'll see this symbol on the orange bag, and that indicates a biohazard. So you have to wear special gloves when working in here. Then I'll take you over to see some chemicals. This is a chemical in which a skull and crossbones is on the bottle. A skull and crossbones means that there is a toxicity issue. So if you were to eat or drink this chemical, it would potentially be fatal or toxic to you. Then on this bottle of pentane, you'll notice that there are 3 numbers within little diamonds, and each diamond represents a different thing. So either health, flammability, or reactivity issues. The number within each diamond indicates the level to which this can be a health hazard, a flammability issue, or a reactivity issue. So the health level is relatively low, the flammability level is pretty high, and then the reactivity level is 0. So we're gonna now look at acetone, which is in nail polish, as us ladies know. This has a different diamond, so 1, 3, and 0, so this is less flammable than pentane and has the same amount of health and reactivity levels. It also tells you safety on both bottles, and that means that you have to wear, of course you always have to wear eye gear, proper gloves, and safety clothing, and work in a fume hood when working with this. Finally, we're going to look at sodium citrate, and you'll notice that you only need eye protection, but you should always wear safety clothing. And then there also seems to be no health, flammability, or reactivity issues. I wouldn't suggest eating this, but at the same time, it's not going to be as bad as drinking your 2-butoxyethanol. We also have these symbols. So some of these we've already seen, but some of the other ones would include health hazard, the exclamation point is skin sensitivity, gas cylinder, explosion issues. So this is a really important sheet to our lab that shows us the safety issues. Okay, and now I'm going to take you over to what is called the periodic table. So the periodic table is a table of all of the elements known to man and their symbols. So chemists typically use these symbols to help shorten chemical formulas, and it's really important that chemists know this periodic table really well because there's a lot of trends that go with them, and this affects reactivity and such. So knowing your periodic table trends is very important, and knowing your symbols is very important because the bottles don't always say the name. They might just say the chemical formula. Now I'm going to take you around to the other side, and we can see Yen working at the DLS machine. So we're going to look at this bottle of lauryl sulfate. You can see that there's an X on the side, and that means that this chemical is very harmful to us. Again, you can see the skull and crossbones, bones, so it's very important that we use gloves and eye safety. And finally, I noticed that there were a lot of symbols for different companies. So we use an Aldrich product, we use Fisher products, and finally we use Sigma Aldrich products. So from this video, we can conclude that there is a lot of chemical symbols that mean a lot of different things, And it's important that we know the difference between all of these symbols so that we can stay safe in lab. Have a good day.